According to the National Police Agency, pass rates for converting foreign driver's licenses into Japanese licenses have dropped sharply following stricter procedures introduced last October. In 2024, the annual pass rates for the written knowledge test stood at 92.5%, while the practical driving test pass rate was 30.4%. However, from October to December 2025, after the procedures were tightened, the pass rate fell to 42.8% for the written test and 13.1% for the practical test. Compared to the period before the changes, the written test pass rate declined by about 54%, while the practical test fell by approximately 57%. Under the license conversion system, applicants must first pass a written test on Japanese traffic rules, followed by a practical on-road driving test. The National Police Agency strengthened the written test last October following criticism that the questions were too easy. Specifically, the test format was changed from 10 illustrated questions to 50 text-based questions, and the passing score was raised from 70% to 90%. For the practical driving test, the passing score remained at 70%. However, additional tasks, such as navigating pedestrian crossings, were introduced, and scoring standards were tightened for violations including failure to signal and improper turning procedures at crossings. Foreigners' driver's licenses have been a social issue in Japan. Watch the on-air on May 2025. This is the Sumezu Driver's License Center in Tokyo.
すでに外国人の方でしょうか。並んで待っていますね。続々と試験会場に入っていきます。
It's about 7 a.m., more than an hour before the center opens.
免許に取ってきました。昨日の方。私は旅行が好きですから、日本の遠くまで行けるんですね。
Japan has a system where people who have a foreign driver's license can convert it to a Japanese domestic one. The National Police Agency said more than 60,000 people used the system in 2023, the highest in the past 10 years. When we came here in January, there were numerous people lined up from before dawn. To avoid congestion, the center introduced a reservation system in March. That did not prevent some people from coming from early in the morning on May 21st.
予約がないから、できません。
In Japan, the number of traffic accidents involving drivers of foreign nationality is on the rise. Investigative sources said a Chinese man suspected of a hit-and-run after injuring elementary school students with his car while driving in Saitama, north of Tokyo, converted his driver's license to a Japanese one in 2023. Another Chinese national who was in the car said the driver drank alcoholic beverages before going behind the wheel. Amid the situation, a lawmaker of the ruling Liberal Democratic Party visited the Sumezu Center on May 21st.
さまざまな事故が起きていることの中で、この制度がその要因の一つになっていないかということ、これをしっかり検証した上で、政府にこの制度の運用の見直しについて求めていきたいと思っております。
We looked at what it takes to convert a foreign driver's license to a Japanese one. After an application is filed, officials will first check the authenticity of the foreign driver's license. Then, the driver will take a written test to check their knowledge of Japanese traffic rules and a driving test at a driver's license center. The driver can obtain a Japanese driver's license after clearing all the steps. Some criticize the process as being too easy, especially the written test that involves 10 true or false questions. On such question asks whether it is okay for a car to proceed when someone is walking on the crosswalk. The passing line is 7 or more correct answers, and about 90% of test takers are said to pass. We asked a Chinese national who took the written test for his first time.
只要很简单的题，都是常识性问题，特别常识。
Still, he could not get all 10 questions right.
我错了2个。
In addition to how easy the questions are, some have pointed out that foreign nationals who are in Japan on short-term stays for sightseeing or business can also apply. The issue has been discussed in Parliament as well.
こんな簡易な方法で外国人に日本の免許を与えてしまって、本当に日本人の命と安全を守ることができるんでしょうか。
学科試験と、俗に言う学科試験はですね、委員がおっしゃったように、ある意味ですね、私が見ても簡易な、